tired. Holy shit.
All right, we are live. Hello, everyone. Nice to see you all. Thank you for joining us on this incredibly unique and totally original idea created by me, Rob Arnold. We have George. How are you, George?
What's happening?
We have Bancroft.
Hello.
And Leroi. And today we are doing the top 10 CG covers. And there's no hard and fast rules.
Wait a minute. Wait a damn minute.
What?
You let George talk, and then you let Bancroft talk, and then you didn't let me talk.
Didn't I say you? You said hello, didn't you?
Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. That's what I have to say.
Right. Very well. Yeah, I mean, people have been saying that I've stolen this idea from you. I mean, that could be true. There's a big difference between me and Bancroft. I mean, I steal ideas and don't realize I've stolen them. Bancroft just steals ideas.
I would say you have it probably mixed up a little bit. Like, yeah.
How so, Leroi?
I think you just like flat out steal and don't care.
Wrong. I mean, I'd agree with you if my memory wasn't so terribly shocking that I would remember those things. Anyway, let's say hello to chat. We have Hockey. Good to see you. Hasn't this been done already? Apparently. Danger Vanessa.
Not here.
I love how ideas get stolen. Leroi did it first from I Borrow Ideas. Got Dario in chat. Black Rose Comics. Bancroft saying, I'm expecting a few doubles, but hopefully I'll have a couple of curveballs. George is in the house. Billy Basco, pronouncing that name right. We have D-Wag. Good to see you, Darren, as always. I think that is it.
Well, Phil, Black Rose Comics,
Amanda. I said Black Rose Comics. We've got Amanda B in the house. We've got Zaid Comics.
She's still talking about cereal?
Ballandor. George, you'd know how to pronounce that, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm. She's doing cereal box art.
Oh, okay. Top 10.
I would say Bale Endor.
Bale Endor. Very good. He's saying some things. Which is the best cover, and why is it Kennedy's Replicator cover, even though he's not CG? He hasn't done it yet. So there you go. Chris Cranham.
Is Kennedy doing a Replicator cover?
Yeah, Replicator 4, man. It's in the works.
Oh,
in
theory. I hope you have another cover that he's not doing, because I want it back.
Oh, jeez, Leroi. Chris Cranham, Kozor cover. Dojo Kun. Okay, that is everyone. Wow. Sensational. I know you're all really looking forward to this. George, what are your thoughts on the top 10 covers? You had a guideline of how you wanted to do the show.
Yeah, I didn't like the idea of top 10 all time because I knew where Rob was going with this, and he was going to pick a bunch that haven't fulfilled yet. I thought we should stick to ones that were only in hand.
I'm not doing that, no.
But once you stretch it out to 10, and then talking to Rob, I was like, okay, we'll just do them all. But I do want to say for my list, if they're in hand, they're a little bit more valuable to me. So that's why I got put some extra points to them.
Because you had to pay so much in shipping to get them.
That's right.
Yeah.
Top 10 late campaigns. That's a good one. Packaging top 10. I'm down. That'd be a good one. I'd be interested in that. Always trying to improve packaging. Corey's in the house. Hello, Corey. Does anyone have any covers that didn't make it to the top 10 list? Some honorable mentions that they want to say?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to go first, Bancroft, or do you want me to go first?
Kozor.
Which one?
The wraparound one.
There's two wraparounds, isn't there? So
is it? Oh, the main one that I'm thinking of.
The Clayton one.
The Clayton one. Yeah. That just got left out. I'm sorry, Clayton and Corey. That's a really good cover.
Okay. Here are two of my honorable mentions that couldn't make the top 10. Kyle Ritter, Villains cover, Starblades. Didn't make the top 10 because I don't have it yet. And another one, which I think is really cool that also didn't make the top 10, is this one. by George's second favorite creator,
Oh, okay.
Ultrastar. Really, really cool logo.
Wait,
And-
you're his third favorite creator?
You've thrown me off, Leroy. I really like the painterly color style as well. I think it's a really good cover. What do you guys think of this one?
I like it. That's Roquefort.
That is Roquefort.
Yeah.
No, is it
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, it's
Duh!
Roquefort.
Wow, there you go.
It's Patrick's book, but it's
You mean look
Roquefort.
at your taste question? You don't even know what a Roquefort piece looks like anymore, Rob.
Well, don't you think that I should get extra marks because I chose this cover knowing that it was not a Roquefort cover?
No.
Yeah, of course you're going to say no. All right, who wants to go first? Bancroft, number 10.
Can we do like a screen share or something like that?
Yeah,
I
sure.
didn't pull mine up. I'm sorry.
We'll know.
Hold
them.
on 1 sec. Go to the other guys. I got people knocking at my door.
George.
Yeah, I'll go. My number 10,
Wait.
Battle.
Go ahead. You should have saved George second to last, Rob, because he's more organized than me and Bancroft.
George.
My number 10. My number 10 is Battle Brick Road, the Eric Weathers variant, which was the
Ooh.
original cover. It was on your thumbnail for the video too, and you had no idea I was picking that one. That is still my favorite Battle Brick Road cover. I know there's more popular one, but that's my favorite one. I love the image of Thea Gale falling back like that. I just love that whole thing.
It's
I
a
also-
great cover.
Cover.
I like the logo. I don't know if you guys count the logo or not, but with the little gold bar in there, like
Mhm.
it just looks great. I am so excited to have this. This is the one I backed. This cover of the two. So that's my number 10.
That's a great choice. I'm surprised. I thought it might be a little bit higher on the list.
This is George's favorite creator.
That's not true. Don't tell lies, Leroy. Yeah, I mean, I think like this is an outstanding cover. If you just take into fact, like on its own, it's incredible. But if you take into consideration how much of an improvement he has made as an artist himself, it's even more amazing. It's a fantastic piece. Bancroft.
I'm sharing a screen.
Okay.
I like
interesting.
Dorman covers, and I was like thinking which one, because I know he did one on Expendables, but I've got this book, so I've actually seen it in hand in person, and it's printed gloss. It's I really like these painterly covers. So this one,
Yeah,
starts
because-
at
This one?
10. What's that?
Have you bought this one? Have you backed it?
Yeah, I've got it. I've got it in hand.
Oh, well, why don't you show it on screen?
It's in my long box up there somewhere.
You also pointed out another painted cover, like kind of like a painterly cover, as you put it, like on your show a couple shows ago, where I forgot what the book was, but it kind of looked like a novel cover a little bit. What book was that?
Oh, the Cryptidnals.
Yes. Because you do like that kind of style.
I do. They do that in European books a lot. Although that looked more a bit digital painting. I'm pretty sure Dorman is traditional, but I mean I could be wrong on that.
I just think that they both look like novel, like Star Wars novel covers. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I really like it. It's like it's a European thing.
Rob's selective memory is giving him trouble today. Yeah, always does. Leroy, your 10th.
I like Davis's variant for Starlight Cats with the Merlion on it. Number 10.
Wow, that's interesting. May have that on my list too.
Do you want us to say if we have a duplicate selection or no?
I don't
Save it.
think so.
Okay.
I think so. We'll just
It's the best cover out of the two, of course. Like, from Shane Davis. I would rate it higher, but like I don't know. Like, it's just something I'm not generally into until I started seeing like what the interior is a little bit. Now I'm generally excited for the book, but like you can't tell like it just by looking at this cover. You can't tell like you'd be excited for. It looks like an all ages, whatever. But I think the art on this cover's fantastic, so I got rated at 10.
Yeah, I think it's the best cover on his campaign.
Mhm.
He's got some huge names on his campaign. He's got Malin. He's got
Roquefort.
and I think his is the best, and not by a little bit too. Like I think he's significantly killed it.
I would agree.
I agree.
Yeah, you'd all agree on that. Bancroft,
Oh yeah, it's my favorite. That's one I got. I mean, I think
Yeah.
it's the best one, hands down, out of the bunch.
My 10. I'm going to throw a bit of a curveball here, and I don't have it, so I'm going to have to quickly Google it.
I had all mine. Mine are all in order, in tabs, nicely arranged.
Special person.
That's what I thought. When I said I got my top 10, that's what I meant.
Yeah, I mean, you don't mess around. This is my 10th.
Mothman.
Joe Ball. Or is this Acevedo?
That's
Joe Ball the
Acevedo.
one?
That's Acevedo.
Is Ball doing the interiors?
Mhm.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it's a fantastic cover. Preston has done some really great covers. He did a Peregrine Falcon one, didn't he?
He did the painted one, yeah.
And I think that was great. But I chose this one. I think it looks sick. What do you guys think of this?
Interesting thing about Mothman, he's from West Virginia.
Is that where you're from?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
It's in the avatar.
Bancroft.
Oh mate, you should see what Dario's written.
Thank you, Black Rose.
Number 10, the Lucent. Very good.
And thank you,
Kill Switch Book 2 by Dojo Kun. Dario says Anna's Vampirella cover. And Absolute, Jason Bascom.
Hmm.
It's a good cover.
Yeah. Okay. Number 9, who wants to go?
I'll go.
George.
I got Johnny Phantasm, 1977, issue number 2.
Okay.
So it was a 3-issue series, and it's the second issue. That's my favorite.
You're going to have to make sure you go to the floppy campaign.
Yeah.
77, you said, yeah?
Mm-hmm. And the reason why I like that, Michael and Rob, if you don't know, in the U.S., one of the things that's big is baseball cards, like trading cards.
Yeah.
And he took the style or the frame, whatever you want to call it, from the 1977 baseball cards and put that on the cover of his comic and put his character on it. This is it. Yeah, this is it.
Oh, that's a really cool
No,
one.
not that cover. This is the campaign is what I meant, I think. Scroll down.
Oh, I like that cover. It's cool.
Maybe it's not on here. It should be on here somewhere. No, this is the wrong campaign, I think. Is this the floppy one, Rob?
All right, 77.
No, that's not it. Anyway, he has the picture of the Johnny Phantasm character with a bat, and he's swinging, and you can see the remnants of the character that he's beaten on. Blood everywhere, teeth flying. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's fine.
He looks more depressed. Bancroft or Rob? I don't know. Corey says, great pick, George.
Thanks, Corey.
I'm sure Corey has no idea what that is, but good enthusiasm. These are some great looking covers. K-Manifesto. Bancroft.
Pull it up.
Oh, God, this is awkward.
Clayton Barton, colors, Kanan White, line art, Replicator 3.
Oof. Damn, that's sexy.
It's a great looking cover. And it's it's got one of my favorite CG characters right there on the front. So
wow,
Ghost.
Praise from Bancroft. I don't know.
Well, I mean, when I say favorite characters, I mean character design. I don't know. She might be a total dud, but doesn't look like it.
She's cool. She's really cool. Chris Cranham says those colors are top notch, bro. Leroi.
Saw them happen too.
I got that black and white 2 Capullo variant.
The what?
Black and white 2 Greg Capullo variant.
Okay. Black and white too.
Or black and white, not black and white too. I'm just waiting for black and white too. Black and white by RT Bear, the Greg Capullo variant.
All right, let me bring it up. What do you like about it, Leroy?
Let's look at it.
You've got to find it first. You've got to give me
You want me to bring it up?
Yeah, I mean, if you've got it, that would be a lot quicker than me trying
Black
to find it.
and white. What was it? Second chance. Black and white, second chance.
That one?
That's art.
It'll be here somewhere. That one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Man, I forgot about Art's covers. They're both excellent. I
Mhm.
feel bad now. I should have put one of them on for sure.
Now, Capullo's not CG, of course. Let's make that, obviously clear.
Yeah.
But I like. First of all, I think Whitney is an underrated character in CG. She's probably my favorite female character, and
After Ghost.
no, and it's Capullo. So there you go.
She's pretty hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She's moody. She's bitchy. Like everything a woman should be. I bet she makes a hell of a sandwich too.
She's got legs.
Yeah.
Legs.
She
Yeah.
knows how to use them.
I love these character designs. I think they're awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Who's next?
You.
It's me.
You, Rob.
Okay, 9. I had. This is why George is here. He keeps me on track. Where is my list gone? Hang on. It's happening, people. Number 9. Yes. Oh, this is a good one. I think this is one of my underrated covers. I think.
Nice choice.
It's excellent. It's excellent in conception. I think there are lots, like the color palette is obviously great. The focal point of the chick Ella looking down at you doing a handstand is great. I also like how the fact that I know it's going to be spot gloss, and you've seen that on the campaign, and you can see it, and it takes the cover to a different level. A different level indeed. Bancroft, you want to talk about this cover a little bit?
Yeah, this is a long time conceptualizing exactly what I wanted to have the cover be. I wanted people to be able to glean a bit of like what kind of story they're going to get just from the cover. And no, I won't be putting a moon on the back behind her head.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got to make Ritter happy there, Bancroft.
Yeah, well,
Everyone's pretty keen on this moon idea.
There's a lot that went into the thinking behind it. Kind of multiple planes of perspective, and that sort of. A lot of people have said they never even noticed that it's actually a reflection looking back up when they first looked at it, and that was kind of what I was going for. That there's like layers to the cover itself, which is sort of a reflection of the story within.
I prefer the variant.
What variant?
The variant is.
I'll
just rip the cover off.
So this is an important cover for Bancroft because, you had people shouting out the campaign, and I wasn't sure about it. I looked at the interior pages because that's what I heard, and then I saw this cover, and that's when I was like sold. So it's a really good cover by one of my favorite colorists in comics. Yeah,
there's only like 3 colorists, so that's not huge praise. One small criticism I would have, or some constructive feedback, is the title font. Take it from someone who has a very clean and straightforward title font now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how well it sells your brand. That is something I would say. That's all.
Thank you. I'll take that on board.
and ignore it. Very good.
No, I won't necessarily ignore it. Like, if I were to expand into other things, I would definitely consider doing, let's say, some kind of treatment to it. Like, yeah, no, I know, I do know what you're talking about, and I purposely went for that, but yeah, I can see what you're saying. I take
it's a tough one. Like
under
you look at covers like Groken and Ultra Star, and they've got cool logos that sell the brand. And you look at Replicator, and I like it. It's clean, like it's really clean, but it doesn't sell the story. Yeah, I don't know.
That's the iconic logo that you're talking about.
Yeah. Okay, George. What about chat? What have you guys got for number 9? Let us know. Doc Salem. Okay, very cool. Any other ASYL?
That's Asile.
Doom Fate. Kozor Kanan White variant. Yeah, interesting. You clicked on the same campaign, Rob. Yeah, probably did. I do lots of things. All right, George, number 8.
I'm going to share my screen because I've done this with you a couple times now. So
you know the ropes now.
Yeah. My number 8, Cyberfog Blood Honey, the Brothers variant. And there's a couple reasons why I like this. Not the least of which is it's the only one that wasn't chromium. I'm not huge on the chromium. I like the imagery here. I love that you can see both characters, and I love that you can see how different in size they are. Like, you really get the perspective here a lot. This is my number 8.
I think you criminally underrated this cover, George. I'm deeply disappointed.
Well, that's my choice.
Bancroft?
Pull it up.
Oh, Battle Brick Road.
Oh, dupe.
Very good.
Yeah. Same reasons that George said. I was a little unsure, because I was following what Eric was doing back when it was just known as Operation Zephyr. And, I'd only seen those couple of pages that he had up. So I just didn't know, it sounded cool. But when he showed off this cover, I was like sold. I love the coloring. I love the layout. I'm a big fan of the covers that are, showing kind of like a moment in time. Even if it doesn't necessarily end up being in the book itself, it feels like this is a moment in time in the story. It's cool. I like it. I really like it.
I think he made an incredibly smart decision in changing that title from Operation Zephyr to Battle Brick Road. I don't think it would have done half as well as what it's done with that title. I think, that's the smartest choice that someone's made recently. Okay, Leroi.
The only reason it's not rated higher is because I haven't had it in my hands or I haven't seen it in book form. This is the Death Sting cover by Ethan Van Sciver. It's insane. I couldn't find the color one that Kyle's already colored up yet. It's even more insane. This is just Ethan at his best, man. And it will get higher once I see it in book form, I'm sure. But right now it's number, what are we at, 8?
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it. I don't know if the colors have been shown on the campaign or not. I'm unsure, but we've all seen it. Kyle showed it to us, whether it was supposed to or not, and it looks incredible. We may even see it later in the program.
I would love to have this poster.
It's also not fair because it's like a triple gate fold cover, so front, back, and then internal, I assume.
Yeah, I think so. I remember him showing it on stream one time. But yeah, it's a pretty incredible work of art, that's for sure.
Has he sold that? Has he sold that?
The original art?
Yeah.
Oh, I doubt it. How much do you think it'd go for?
You would hope that it would make 5 figures.
Yeah.
Well, it would because all
His
his
other
covers
covers
sell
were
for 10 grand.
10 grand.
Okay.
Right.
Well, then, like a little bit more then, because it's so big. Like you would actually put this up on your wall in a nice frame and everything. Very proudly.
Kyle, I mean, this is about right, the time when he was coloring another cover I'm going to mention later, but he's around this time he started leveling up, he started to ascend. Like, so, like Kyle did a hell of a job. I wish I could find it, but like I had to do this while I was at work today, so this is all I found.
Okay, my number 8, Kozor, Kanan White variant with Clayton Barton colors. You could have picked any of the covers from this campaign. They're all excellent. This one, I don't know. I just like it the most. I like the way Clayton has done like this shiny metal-looking face mask, even though it's skin. It's got that appearance, and I like the meme about the moon being in front of the clouds. I think it's cool. I think it's like a little piece of history now. So, really strong pose. What are your thoughts on this, guys?
I like it. It isn't my favorite, but it's obviously fantastic. Kanan is fantastic. For me, it was just maybe a little bit too dark, but I get that probably just fits right in with the story. I got the other cover when it came to backing Kozor.
Yeah,
the Clayton Barton version.
Me too.
We have a few people saying 8 Tilt 2. Graveyard Shift mail-in cover, Blade Devil cover B. Interesting. Okay, number 7, George.
Okay, sharing screen.
Oh, the Shanu.
And for a couple of reasons. It's not necessarily just the image itself, but where you see the splatter here, it's really shiny. I think he called it spot varnish. So the cover itself is like a matte, so it's more flat, and then this blood really pops off. So does the logo here. And to top it off, he signed it, everyone, right here in this little negative space right here. It really in a red color as well. This is just a digital image of it. I just like the way the cover looks. It just brings it all together. The texture of the cover, the composition, the shine, the matte. I like this one a lot.
That's a question for you as well. What do you think about signatures? Do you want them on the cover or do you want them on the inside of the cover?
If the cover can take it, put it on the cover. But a lot of covers are glossy, and either it'll smear or it'll separate when you put it in a bag over time. So if you can get it on the cover without any sort of smudging or anything, that's fine. Otherwise, you have to put it in the interior.
For me personally, I prefer it on the interior. Bancroft, do you have thoughts on it?
Interior, unless it's an old floppy with a you want a Stan Lee sign on the front. That's what. But for these crowdfunded books, no, I prefer them on the interior somewhere.
Leroy,
just like a book signing that you would do.
Look, I mean, I like them on the cover if all can, if you can. Like, there's nothing better than getting like something from Ethan or hopefully Kenneth in the future or Shane Davis or whatever, and having that cut. That long as they don't Stan Lee it, like where they ruin the cover. Like,
he was 95 when that was happening.
I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying. Don't Stan Lee it.
Bancroft's number 7.
I can't believe you had the Shanu that high, George.
I like it.
Fatal. I'm a Charlie Snogans man. This is a wraparound. Nothing bad I can say about this campaign so far. Just, I'm a big fan of everything about it. I was just watching Tron the other day, and I just remembered how much I like these sort of stories set in really sci-fi cities and stuff. So I'm really excited for this book.
Me too. I actually think the interiors that we've seen are more impressive than the covers so far. But that's just my opinion.
I agree. I agree, actually, Rob. I agree with you.
Balandor says Kelsey Shannon Ironsights 2. That is another great cover that I've forgotten about. So, yeah, it's good having you guys come up with some different ideas. Leroy, 7.
Oh, yeah, hindsight.
For me, it's the Lucent at 7. It's
Okay.
that cover was that important for me back in that book.
Wow.
Now I'm on board. I'm a Bancroft fan or whatever. But back when I backed the book, I mean, I knew of Bancroft, but I wasn't like, I didn't talk to him like I did now, and that's how important this cover was. It's like it got me to back the book. Like after seeing the backgrounds and everything else, the lighting, I was like, okay, this looks good. And then I looked at the cover. I was like, all right, I'm in. So good job, Mike.
The cover does a great job of making you interested in whatever's happening. You might not understand what's going on.
Nobody does, Rob. Nobody.
That's what I'm going for.
But I think that it sells it very well. Like you're like, what's happening? Why do I like this? But it's very cool. Corey is saying Lucent is flat. Yeah, and let's have a look at my number 7. What were you thinking about when you designed that cover, Bancroft?
All of the above. I wanted the face right there, front and center, staring right at you. That kind of what's happening is it's relevant to what happens in the book, and thematically, and literally, and the color palette and all that sort of stuff. But most importantly, I want people to get an idea of the kind of book you're going to get. I was thinking, when I was walking around a comic book shop, what would make me stop and pick up a graphic novel off the shelf? What are the factors? And that I would just do that and sort of say, okay, this one caught my eye, that one caught my eye, and just went from there.
Foreshortening.
All right, I believe
it's not easy to do.
I believe it's my choice or my turn. No one's going to have this one. I guarantee it. No one will have this cover. Graveyard Shift 3, John Malin. So I think this might be like a supplemental book. I'm not exactly sure. I know it's a cover. I just love it. I don't know why. It's so like the faces are so clean, but it's like got this monster behind it. I don't know. I really like it. What do you think about this one, George?
No, I like it. What's going on? What's the effect down below? Is that just like how bright the light is? See how it's a little bit blurry down below? What's going on there?
Yeah, it looks like something's glowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. There's no logo. There's no cover dress or anything.
Not yet. I'm sure there will be at some stage.
I don't actually remember this cover, but yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, very good. Do you like this one, Leroy?
Yeah. Malin, like he does a good job, man. Like there's nothing like to pick on. Like there's nothing to critique, really.
Okay, and let's have a look at the rest of chat for 7s. Sovereign Wolf Moonlight cover. Xenotype from Dario. Stump from
Stump.
McTo- I don't think I know that project.
Yeah, that's the one that EVS was hyping up because that was one of his portfolio reviews. Oh, Bonds.
The Driven. Let's have a look. Thomas Moria. Oh, that's another one I have.
I thought like when you compare the interiors to the cover, like I think he could have done a different cover and a different style. Like I love Renee, I love his art, but like it's kind of like with the Chanu cover for me, it felt kind of flat.
Zaid says, "LOL. Rob has a story in this book and didn't even know it was the cover for it." Well, it's not the cover for my book. The same. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Thomas Mora. I totally forgot to put him on. It's funny how quickly you forget about people. And all right, 6, George.
Yep. Screen share.
Oh,
Kozor, the black and white variant.
Woo!
This is my favorite cover from the Kozor campaign. When I see this, I instantly think of Savage Sword of Conan. Like that's what this reminds me of. And this is my favorite cover. I like the color version, but I really like the black and white one. This is my favorite cover on the entire campaign.
Very good. I like it that you've chosen the black and white. I think that's cool. Bancroft?
Hit it.
Jawbreakers.
An oldie but a goodie, and it's sort of like sentimental. And it's Ethan, and I believe it's Carl too. Yeah. I even like the weird logo up on an angle. You know, it and printed. It was printed with the matte finish. I really fond memories of getting this and the cover and everything.
Do you guys own this one?
No.
Leroi? Nope. Okay, very good.
Enough said. Jesus.
Yeah.
No, I do. I'm scrambling. I'm trying to find like thumbnail or stuff to pull up. But yeah, I got this one. I wouldn't rate it as highly though, but
it might be sentimental. But yeah, no. I obviously, I'm a fan of Ethan's art and Ritter, and yeah, it was the first CG book.
Just touching back on the Chanu cover, George, you said it has a spot UV varnish that Michael's also doing on his cover. How much does that improve the cover in your opinion?
Significantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I can't believe, like, a lot of times the creators will talk about stuff in the campaign and I'll say, like, I don't care at all about this. Like, and I'm not trying to offend either one of you guys, but it doesn't mean anything when you guys say, like, what do I care? But then when I see it, oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
And that was one of those things when he was talking about spot varnish and matte, none of that stuff means anything to me. But then when you see it, you're like, oh, that's actually really cool.
A good spot varnish, like done well in the right places, can look fantastic. It's just fun. It's funny. I think you could do it on this cover and it'll look cool as well.
You looked into doing stuff on Replicator too. You tried a bunch of stuff and none of it really worked.
No, it didn't look good. They in Australia, they don't have printers that can do like the spot varnish to the standard that they can do it overseas. So if I did it, I would have had to ship from a different printer. It would have taken months longer. Michael's probably been through that whole process where he's getting printed overseas, so it's not much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leroi, hit us with that number 6.
Yeah, it would be Kanan White with Kozor. That's my favorite cover from Kozor.
Wow.
The one that Rob showed?
Yep, the one with the cloud behind the moons. Although I am going to share something here because I talked about how after you get done, Rob. But yeah, this is my favorite cover from that campaign, and this is what like knowing that Kanan White was on here was what piqued my interest, even to go over and check out the Bartons. So it is a good decision by them to hire on Kanan, first of all, and second of all, like Kanan killed it. So
he really did. So much so that after seeing this cover, I actually hired him for my Replicator cover. So that was the reason why.
Yeah, let me share this because we were talking about Kyle leveling up. This is that Destin colored.
Wow. So, okay. Yeah.
There you go.
All right. That's pretty good. Let's look at it a bit later though. Let's go number 6. In the chat we have it's still my turn, isn't it? And then we go number 6 in the chat. Number 6 we have EVS Graveyard Shift cover.
The one with the Graveyard Shift 3, the newest one
with the knife penis.
Okay, I didn't want to say it.
Let me bring it up because I've still got it here. Where is it? I remember watching Ethan do this and just how he put on these. I actually think I prefer it uncolored, honestly. The way he was putting on these thick blacks just looks so good. But yeah, that was my choice.
I I actually like the Davis variant a little bit better, and I'm a huge EVS guy. But
I gotta tell you, I like the colored version. I didn't notice that head in the background until it was colored. I didn't know what that was when it was uncolored.
Yeah,
Head? What head?
this.
What?
It's giant face right here. Jaw.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't know what that was. I thought that was just a mountain or something.
That's what I thought it was until I saw it colored. I mean, that's
okay.
exactly what I'm saying, Michael.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean now you say it, it's perfectly obvious. But yeah, I didn't see it either.
Let's have. Hyper Idea says Rob Black sticks blacks. Let's have a look here. Number 6, Legends of Log 1.
Oh, that's Alterna.
Interesting. The Lost Pages, Shinobi Sasquatch, the Lucent. He's doing very well, Bancroft.
Yeah,
I know.
way to go,
Thank you,
Michael.
everyone. That's crazy. I wasn't expecting that at all.
Graveyard Shift matching covers. Do you mean the Kyle Ritter ones? These two that matching colors? I don't know. Butch Cleaver.
I'm glad people are rating you, Bancroft, because I always feel bad coming on streams with you guys and like saying you do something good. I feel like it's disingenuous. So seeing other people say it,
I'm glad so many people mentioned him because I didn't mention him. So.
Okay, George, number 5.
All right, number 5, screen share.
Another Cyber Frog.
Yeah, Wreck Planet, Our Heroes variant. This is my favorite cover from the campaign. I don't know if this was even available when it launched, and even when he finally did have it, it wasn't colored for a while, and it was the colors that really jumped out at me. And I think I told you before, I'm not big on the chromium, but I can't help but think with all of this shine, what that's going to look like when it's finally in print with the chromium. This is just a beautiful cover.
It is.
Now, you don't like that cover as much as some of the others in the campaign, right, Rob?
I don't know. No, I don't at all.
How about you, Michael?
That's what's so cool
I love
about
it. Sorry, go on, Rob.
That's what's so cool about art. It's all subjective. One thing that I love, you might hate, and vice versa.
In doing this, I've purposely not just filled it with all the Cyberfrog covers because there are so many.
I told Rob, I'm like, this can be like just Cyberfrog's greatest hits.
And you know, that's the thing. It literally could have just been all Cyberfrog covers. So I've picked one, and that's sort of my, you know, I love this one. But you know, it also could have been just any others, like the one that you showed just now, George, or the one that Leroi showed earlier. It could have been any of them.
So that's not your number 5. We'll wait for your number 5.
Oh yeah, this is my curveball.
Oh,
God's hand.
This is a variant that Anthony Figueroa. I don't know if it's his artwork. I can't remember, but I love how graphic this is, and I've seen it printed, and that red just like leaps off the page, and I love that kind of. It's almost, you know, it's almost not an illustration down there at that point. It's kind of like this graphic icon, and it's a phenomenal looking cover, especially in the flesh. I don't think I got it, and I'm kicking myself that I don't have this. Yeah, I really rate this cover very highly.
Looking at the carcasses in the lava there, it kind of almost looks like a Magnolia cover. Like that's what I see with the black and the red.
Yeah, and it's sort of a mix because his character in the back is actually probably the most rendered one. Highly rendered, and then the mountains and the valley, it's just black. And it just makes that red, which is just flat red, pop out. I really rate this cover very highly.
What do you think of this one, George?
No, I like it. I do like it. Like I said, there's a Magnolia feel to it, with the character in the foreground and the carcasses. But yeah, the background, like that character looks very different to me than the rest of the composition. But I do like it.
I can see what Leroy's got up for number 5. I'll have to say I'm quite shocked that it's this low in the top. Groken.
This cover is like Christmas morning for me because if you guys don't, Leroy or George and I were really waiting for this, and this campaign release, and you're like, I hope it's as good as I think it is or it can be. And then you saw this cover, and you're like, it is going to be every bit as good. That's how like this is a great cover. It hits all the marks of Roquefort, what you see him sketching in his sketchbooks and painting and everything else. So great cover. And like you said, like his logo for the Groken is great. There's all kinds of reasons why this cover is great. I love it.
Very good. All right, my number 5 is Jay Lee cover from Replicator. I saw it. I loved it. I saw someone on Twitter said they hate it. And I'm just like, how can you hate this? But a few people have said that. I just love it. What do you guys think of this one?
This is not my favorite from that campaign.
I'd rather have an Ethan cover.
Yeah,
I'm with you, Rob. I think it's brilliant.
Yeah.
And the only criticism I'd have it is actually the logo. Like it doesn't quite fit with the art. But yeah, I'm with you. I'm a big Jay Lee fan. I've read the Dark Tower graphic novels. It's Dark Tower, isn't it? That's what it's called.
That's him.
The Stephen King
adaptation,
and I really dug Jay Lee's art ever since. So yeah, when I saw that, I was I just the whole interpretation, the coloring, the layout, and everything. I got it right there on my wall.
Yeah, I think the colors like absolutely make it. How he's got this kind of like lightning effect behind the clouds. I assume that's what he's gone for. I don't know if that's accurate or maybe it's sunlight. It just looks beautiful. So yeah, that's my 5. Let's have a look at chat. We have Groken variant B, the buckler.
That's the one that Leroy just had. Yep.
Starblades.
Well,
which
good
Starblade?
choice.
There's lots of Starblades though. Which one do you mean? Iron Sights 1, Fatal. Any more? No, that's it. George, number 4.
Yep. You've seen this one already.
Starlight Cats.
Yep. So I chose this for a couple of reasons. One, I love this image. The colors are incredible on it. But Shane Davis did something unique in this campaign. I think that's his best cover, but he made it exclusive to the campaign.
I like that too. Yeah.
And that was the part that kind of blew me away. Like I remember talking to Leroy when he first launched this, why would he make his best cover exclusive? And he said, no, he's rewarding his backers. Like if you are in this campaign now, if you're supporting him early, he's giving you the best cover available. And once he said that, I kind of clicked in my head, and I appreciated that. So it's not just the image itself, but what it means. And that's why I have this as high as I do.
For the longest time, I thought that she was holding some sort of wand, and that's what this yellow thing was.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
But yeah, obviously not. Yeah, fantastic cover.
I love the colors.
Colors are exceptional. I would hire this colorist for something, but I think that they speak Mandarin. So that's probably outside my communication skills, which are poor at the best of times. Yeah, sensational cover. Bancroft, what do you got for us? Groken, the 3rd.
Cover C. I mean, I love this. And that was why I was really kind of torn when he launched that campaign. You could only get this in the top tier because it was my favorite out of all of them.
Well, luckily, you got some
luckily,
really good fans.
that came through for me and paid for the entire thing. So, yeah, thank you again. That was crazy. So, it's also got like this crazy story with me attached to it as well. But on top of that, when I see this cover, I feel like I'm being drawn into some insane fantasy world thing, and it feels really alive. I think he just did phenomenal work with this.
I like how the dress is so flat. It provides like this contrast to whatever else is going on on the cover. I think it's great. What do you think about that, Michael, specifically? Why he did that?
Yeah. I think you're exactly right. I think he just knows what he's doing. He's done the same thing on the sides with the other guys, with their sort of like the front of their clothes. And it's purely just because his art is so detailed. He's guiding your eye to where he wants it to go. And the crazy thing about Groken is, I think, as awesome as this is what my top 4. I think the interiors might outshine the covers from what I've seen so far. So that is super exciting that this is what you're getting on the cover. And, and the interiors are even better.
I love this cover, but it's not my favorite cover from this campaign. That's like, you're just, it's a testament to his art.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's funny. I think Black Snow loves the dress. Is there something you want to tell us, Rob? I don't know. Maybe. I've said it before, but this logo too is one of my favorite logos. I don't know why, but I just love it. It's fantastic. Leroi.
Right, number 4?
Yeah.
I got the Weathers Battle Brick Road cover at number 4.
Wow, I can bring that up too because we've already looked at that one.
So I mean, this goes. You guys are talking about how she's falling. I love one. I'm not a huge video guy, but he has a really good video that I don't even think Bancroft touched on when he was going through videos where she's falling from the sky, like in this cover and shooting up at the monkeys. Like it's really good.
I think that was a Ted Zagaro, and she shoots, and the
muzzle flash.
The muzzle flash. There you go. And it goes. Yeah, it was really good.
But yeah, like it really helps this come to life when you're thinking about it. Like it was iconic even before. Like it really helped get this book off to a good start. That's how good this cover is. And it's a great. I mean, his improvement, like everything you guys said, I agreed with, of course. So I got.
I can't believe his improvement. Like I don't know how long ago Flying Fortress was, but he's like top level now off his pages that he's putting out for Battle Brick Road. So hats off to him. Incredible work. My number 4 is the Rob Willis black and white version.
That would have been my honorable mention. Yeah, this one.
How did I forget this one?
Yeah. I like it in black and white better than in color. It's probably because there's so much going on. I don't know how you'd add color to it perfectly, but it is like, man, look at the detail on that thing. Sensational.
I've said that this is probably his best ever piece of art that I've seen from him.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe.
George, not a fan?
No, I mean, I'm glad you like it.
George, do you like Life Cereal right now, or do you like comics?
I feel like you disappoint George, and I don't want to. Like,
just tell me what to say.
Feel bad.
Why don't you try disappointing Vanessa real quick, Bancroft?
No. You were saying just before we went live that I look tired.
Yeah,
I look tired because I'm trying to not disappoint Vanessa.
Oh, okay.
Let's have a look at chat. City of Rot, X-Farce, Rob Willis variant, interesting. Thomas Moria, Wizard for Hire. Thomas Moria again, very cool. If we got any other 4s, I think that's it. Very good. Top 3, George. Let's go.
All right, sharing screen again. Number 3. So this one's been mentioned, I believe, already. The Groken campaigns, everyone's been talking about it. Each of his covers are very unique. I like this image a lot. I like how the logo really pops out. I'm really wondering what's going on here. Like, what's happening? I want to know more about this story when I see this.
I think a Smeagol, George. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah. And I also like this. I don't know if you guys noticed. He's looks like he's squishing something there with his hand, and it drips into his like signature logo right here. Like that's how he signs his books. So there's like the logo. I mean, his signature is interactive with the actual cover image.
That's a staple of what he does on covers.
Yeah, I like that.
That is such.
I didn't know that at all. That's cool.
Yeah,
I didn't know
such
that.
a cool design decision. The way he's done that, it's amazing. Bancroft.
Yep. Want to see me 1 sec.
Hail
salad.
Oh.
Charlie Snowgan's variant. I mean, obviously, you guys know I'm a big Snowgan's guy, and I think Mr. Moon knocked out of the park in finding a color palette, and this is what got him hired to work on Fatal. I love this cover. I love all of the Hail Salad covers. Actually, they're all really different, and I don't think he gets enough kind of cred as an artist out there. Putting out stuff. So yeah, I'm putting Hail Salad up here. I know I got what you were saying earlier, Leroy, that you think the interiors of Fatal are better than the cover, and I do actually agree. But this is my favorite cover that I've seen from Charlie Snowgan's, and me being such a fan, I had to have him up here in the top 3.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, Cave Manifesto says EVS commented he didn't care for the Snowgan's cover. Again, yeah, art's subjective. That's the cool thing.
Well, no, EVS doesn't care for
belly
Hail
was big.
Salad. He doesn't like Hail Salad at all.
Yeah,
because EVS is on it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, great cover. Great cover. Leroy.
So my top 5, like you can, depending on the day, like you can interchange them. It's whatever. But today, this is number 3. Like this is my favorite cover of any CG book I have in my house right now. It's one of my favorite covers, period. So yeah, there you go. George already talked about it. So
does it bother you? I'm sorry, you don't mind me asking a couple questions. Does it bother you, Leroy, that it's not the shiny version, or do you prefer the? You know what I mean? Like
it always depends. I agree with. Well, I know you don't like chromium. You don't like chromium, but here's the thing. I think it depends on the art for me. Like depends on what the cover is. If it look, I'm not anti-chromium. I think that the Unforgettable Tales stuff looks great in chromium. I'm glad this is not in chromium.
Really. I would have preferred Unforgettable Tales printed normally. That actually might have been one of my favorite Cyberfrog covers, but I felt like the detail in the art, especially the one where Cyberfrog is sort of sitting back against the wall. That's the one I'm talking about. I think the details got lost a bit, but when you get it as a piece, it is very special. When you hold it,
I like the chromium on Unforgettable Tales because it's the nostalgia of it all.
Just to be clear, guys, the Unforgettable Tales isn't chromium; it's foil.
Oh, foil.
Oh, okay, there you go.
That's
foil.
right. That's right.
Yeah.
Amanda B says that cover led to Fatal. I didn't know that. No, it led to how Camel Moon getting the colorist job on Fatal. So, yeah. My third one is one that has been brought up many a times. Any guesses, people?
Thomas Moria?
No.
Groken? Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Wow, you guys really thought I was underrating this cover.
Yeah, I did. When you said it, I had this voted as my cover of the year, if you remember from the awards.
Oh, I remember that now, yeah.
I probably would have put the Rob Willis cover above it, but I didn't because the colors on this are exceptional. Like the only thing that does my head in is this thing here. Like just if it was up higher, that would eliminate the whole wand situation. Bancroft thought it was a wand. Someone in chat thought it was a wand as well. Just a small thing. But yeah, I mean, one of the best covers in CG, the best cover on his own project. That Malayan in the background is incredible. I don't care much for kids in storybooks, or apart from my own kids. Own kid, I should say.
Like it is.
It is though, isn't it?
But I actually probably wouldn't have backed this book without this cover. This really Yeah, I mean, it kind of made it, you know, an easy sell.
Yeah.
After I saw this,
it's funny because like he had this one on his campaign, and then he had the Grokin and the Malin, and they're both good, but this is better than both of those in my opinion. So it's just interesting. Failed Superheroes Club, which is Adam Lawson. Now that deserves an honorable mention. The Kill Journal book with the leather bound graphic novel, I think, is a really cool idea. All right, top two. Oh, let's have a look at chat quickly. Number 3, we have Delusioned from Dario. Don't know what that book is.
Thank you.
Kill Journal, leather bound cover. Great choice, Eric. Replicator 3. Thank you, Dojo Kun. Eric says Jawbreakers Lost Souls. Replicator 3 Rob Willis cover. Yeah, beautiful. Blood Honey Salamandroid cover. Very good. Yes. Okay, George.
Yep. My number 2.
Ooh, damn.
I'm sure you knew this was coming. But when I first saw this image in black and white, which I saw almost actually a year ago, I liked it. But then the colors just made this thing completely pop. Like this took on a whole new life when this cover was colored.
Do you want to talk about your reaction on
on
live stream?
That day.
I've got it right here. Hang on.
No, it's fine. But that color is, and I can't help but think in the back of my mind, one of the reasons why you thought of even doing this was because you knew you had that cover on there. So.
No. I mean, I don't think that far ahead. But yeah, Kyle absolutely killed it. I can't think of a better colored cover, that he's done. Rob did a fantastic job of the illustration, but Kyle added something that brought the cover to life. Like he made it look like a real actual scene. It's incredible work.
Depth, lighting, mood, atmosphere. I mean, yeah.
This is a cover.
All that was missing from the black and whites, essentially.
Like Bancroft was saying earlier, this is a cover you could put in a mainstream comic book store and people will pick up the book and want to know what it's about. That's how good this cover is.
And this is the genius of Kyle and people like Clayton. Like I'm sure Michael to some extent. They make the right they make the right color choices. Like you don't have to go. It needs to be colored this way, this way, this way, and this way. Like. They just understand it. They understand what works. And I think, Kyle's incredible. Bancroft, you're number 2.
Get it up there.
And
like I said earlier, the covers you guys have shown off have also been phenomenal. So I'm kind of cheating and saying this is my stand-in so that the whole thing isn't just Cyberfrog all the way down from here. But yeah, I don't know what to say. I love this cover. I know it's not Ethan's, but obviously I love all of Ethan's. Actually, the only one that I'm not the hugest fan of is the first one where it's just Cyberfrog on the chromium. I mean, it looks great, but I like the detailed ones better. And that triple gatefold one is obviously beautiful. But I think Jay Lee just killed it on this one. And I also understand that you guys, it's like a different style and you're just not really into it, but I love it.
No, I think they're great.
I got a big poster of it as well. So it's kind of like I see it every day when I walk in, to draw, and it's just part of my life now.
I think they're great. I really would rather have an Ethan cover. That's all. I think these are good though.
Does the poster have the logo on it or is it without the logo?
It's an all caps in the corner on the bottom. Right,
but no Cyberfrog logo. No, I think it looks better without the Cyberfrog logo on it.
Yeah. I might not have actually. I probably wouldn't have bought the poster. If it had that big Cyberfrog wrecked planet on there. But yeah, I bought this poster straight away. I didn't even hesitate.
Do you think that it is lightning behind the clouds? Do you think that's what he's going for, or is it just?
I would just call it lighting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, it could be anything. I don't think it needs to be anything. It's just, a really cool effect that makes the whole, the characters pop.
Leroi, number 2.
We already talked about it.
Nice.
Number 2. This is one of those, there are certain times in CG you remember, and the two covers are certainly 2 times in CG I will remember. I remember in this case, I was here, I was with you when you got this in. I mean, I remember the feeling, the hype from the chat, the book, the cover started selling through the roof. It's just, I like everything about it, Rob.
Me nearly crying, George losing his mind. It was great.
I think Michael, Leroi, and I were the first 3 people to back it.
I started laughing maniacally when I saw this. Yeah.
And like I said, the thing is this is where Kyle was ascending to another level, because he had just finished that Death Sting cover. We were all flipping our shit over that, and then he dropped this on us. It's like, this guy, he's hitting a whole new level. He might be the best in comics, period. I don't know, but that's where he's headed.
Yeah. I mean, when you ask someone to do colors, you don't expect them to do something like this. That was incredible. Eric says it's a good cover, but it does nothing for me. I'll just take the knife out of my heart, Eric. That's okay. I understand. My choice for number 2 has been brought up multiple times. And I actually gave it penalty points because I felt it had a recency bias, as in it's new. People, brand new cover, gets really excited. But it is Groken. And it is the same one Leroy's brought up. If you've still got it there, Leroi.
I do not. I can bring it up again, though, real fast. Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it on the Indiegogo campaign, but it's better.
Beautiful. Thank you. Fantastic. What is happening on here? I want to know. I love, like I said, I love the logo. I think it's one of the best logos in CG. And
what you were saying earlier about my logo and this logo, it does become clear. You could see this printed on a t-shirt just by itself, the logo Groken. And it would be something that people would be interested in buying. It's got a personality to the logo itself. So yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and I get what you're saying about yours, because it's hard to do a logo like this because it doesn't suit the tone of the book. But just coming from my point of view, who's done a very clean logo, maybe it doesn't sell it as much as I'd like it to. But yeah, anyway, I think the fact that he does this signature in the actual cover, I think is genius. And the colors, I have no idea what's going on, but damn, don't you want to read it?
Did you see the original that he pulled out on stream? I forgot. I think it was Shane Davis' stream.
No,
he actually pulled it. It's huge. It's a work of art. Yeah,
and it's fully colored and everything.
Yeah. And then Shane was like, "Are you going to sell it?" He's like, "Hell no."
Yeah, he doesn't. He said that to me as well. He doesn't sell his art. His covers, they're like his babies.
It's funny though.
I respect that.
You reckon he could probably get maybe 10 grand for it if you wanted to. Just throwing it out there. Speaking of best logos in CG, the Gun Demon logo from Greg and James Dean Anderson, I think, could possibly be the best one. I don't know if you guys have seen that yet, but it is.
It's up there. I don't know if it's the best. I would have to go through and look at everything, but yeah, it's definitely. I was very pleased to see a really strong branded thing going there that he's got.
Really good. So great work, Greg. Chat, what have you got for number 2? We have Ritter 3, Willis Ritter. Yeah. Jay Lee Cyberfrog. Yeah, cool. War Party number 1. Very cool. Cash Grab Heather Lilith variant. Don't even know that one. The Company Men. Have we seen a cover for that?
Yeah, that's the first thing he showed off. It's like a classic superhero, group shot. Them all sort of, like a Fantastic Four sort of interaction. So you see all the characters and they're using their powers, and so you kind of get like an idea of who they are. Downcast
Rise and Fall cover A, very good. Darren says, I'm not choosing any of my covers. That's just boring when people do that. So that's a no. Okay, number 1, George.
All right.
Off the top, your favorite CG cover for whatever reason you like.
Okay.
Groken.
Yep. There's a few things I like about this cover. I like the imagery here. I want to know what's going on. Like, if you look at this really quickly, that looks like it's a cape. But when you look at it more closely, it almost looks like he's walking past this negative area and things are coming to life. Like, what's going on here? This perspective, how often do you see this in a comic? Like, you're seeing top down here. Like, I don't see this perspective very often in comics. How the comic is coming to life. He's reaching out for this medallion. What is that medallion? Once again, there's his logo there on the front. I also like, I want to show you this as well. How it matches. You can still see my screen, correct? I like how it matches the 2 minis. Like this white negative space here and this and this. These books, they go together. That makes a nice little set. Like, I just think that's so sharp. That's my favorite cover.
It's interesting. Bring it back up again.
It's too bad Rocafort doesn't have any fans in Comicsgate.
Bring up this one.
No, the cover again. I'm just trying to figure out what, like, is he falling? Is he walking? What's happening? I think
the way I interpret it is there's magic involved. That's what all this like little sparkles and things and is happening. And I'm picturing some kind of like he's entering or floating through or cutting through into some other, plane of existence maybe. And that's why you got that white and it's like showing a background behind it that he's sort of like cutting through and he's reaching for some kind of amulet. I do think there's a fair amount of storytelling going on in here that we just don't know what it is because we haven't read it.
I also like this logo is different from the other ones. The other ones have clear borders. This one has the black. But you've heard me mention before, I don't like homage covers. This cover reminds me of a cover from my childhood, from a comic book series called Moon Knight. And I don't know if he was even going for that, but it's a Frank Miller cover I always loved. You see the same like Todd McFarlane homage covers all the time, and to see something that reminds me of that, it just makes me happy. He's never mentioned that's what he was doing. I just kind of suspect that on my own. But I just love this cover.
I love the color transitions from the magic he's doing that goes from like red to orange all the way up to like blue and green. So I love stuff like that. Zaid Comics is breaking the rules. You can't nominate your own covers, mate. But he's got Joe Ball wraparound and Simon Bisley cover, Lost Pages. Bancroft, number 1. Oh, geez.
Wow.
I don't see anyone topping this anytime soon.
Wow.
I mean, I'm just totally blown away by this cover. I think Rob Willis is a kind of phenom, especially when it comes to covers. And then I think this is Kyle Ritter's best work, maybe alongside that other big triple gatefold thing that he did on the Cyberfrog. And for everything that we said before, and we said it 100 times. And for me, it was a fun moment in kind of CG history to be on that stream. And I mean, every time I look at it, it's as exciting as the first time I ever saw it. I forget how good it is every time I see it.
Yeah. I would love to see Rob Willis pencils, Art to Bear inks, and Kyle Ritter colors. Because I'd love to see what Art does with Rob Willis's pencils. I think that'd be really interesting. Cool.
Bancroft, before this was colored, would it have been your top 10?
No, because it lacked all of that stuff that I mentioned earlier: depth, lighting, atmosphere, mood, storytelling. He's added a lot of storytelling to this, whereas before it was, I mean, she's in a dynamic pose, but it's static. You know, she's not moving. And you know, his very detailed art style, you know, amazingly he does actually draw very dynamic with such incredible detail. But you know, and then he added Kyle helped out with, you know, the blood going from the sword through that, you know, woman's throat and everything, so it actually looks like you just caught a moment in time where she's just like pulled it up out of her mouth. And yeah, you know, and you can see like there's flames and the smoke is billowing. I got nothing bad to say about this cover.
Yeah, beautiful.
And I'm getting the poster of it, as Mel has just reminded me. So, you know,
when are we going to see Mel on the stream there, Bancroft?
It's happening. It's coming. But you know, she has she's got a 3-year-old to look after, and he's not. I mean, he's trying to break in here half the time.
Can't you just take a day off and Mel run the stream? That'd be kind of fun.
I would tie him to a tree on a 3-foot rope, and then he can come stream.
I don't think that's legal.
Leroi, it's number 1, isn't it? Leroi number 1.
Battle Brick Road, Kenneth Roquefort variant. Love it. Love the colors of it because it's all muted like it would be. The detail on Scarecrow and his rifle are fantastic. You see the ghillie suit going on. It's really good. Then you have the Tin Man in the back, like with this glowing ball of whatever. I'm going to get some kind of grenade. I want to know more after seeing it, but this is my favorite cover in Comicsgate.
Yeah, for some reason, I was just I thought about this when you mentioned it, Rob, and then I thought, oh no, that's a poster because I'm, you know, it's like, no, it's a cover. Yeah, no, absolutely. That probably should have made my top 10 list.
Well, it was a trading card. That's all it was a trading card, and he changed it to be a trading card and the cover.
Yeah.
I think this is like outside of opening day, like getting in. This is the fastest I've ever backed. I saw this and backed immediately. Like when he made it a cover, I was in right away. But I mean, it was before Roquefort was like officially in CG. Like you had seen him hanging around in chats or whatever. But even if you take Roquefort's name out of it, I still love this cover. Like it's great. It's a great cover. It looks like he's coming out of Mosul, Iraq, with the buildings in the background. You could see like people just laid in. It's kind of got that dusty feel, like in the Middle East. Like I love it, man.
Yeah, I remember when Eric got this done a couple of days before the campaign closed, and he showed it off in a DM group, you know, that a few of us are in, and the response was incredible. And it was like George said, it was meant to be a trading card, but it's one of those things where it's too good to be just a trading card. And I'm glad it's not, because it's a fantastic cover.
Now, how does that work, you think? Like, if you're commissioned to do a trading card and you want to make it a cover, like, is that okay? Like, do you have to ask permission? Like, how's that even work?
I think he
reached out in the middle of EVS stream to make sure. Kenneth got back to him during the EVS stream. He's like, we're making it a cover. I'm putting it on the campaign right now. He made like $6,000 immediately.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I think you'd probably just want to tell the artist and let them know, see if they're okay with it. If there needs to be some sort of financial compensation for it to be a cover, I don't know if there would be. But what do you think, Bancroft, on that?
I think it would be. I would probably, you know, ask the artist, you know, do you maybe even offer, you know, hey, if I turn this into a cover and I can give you, you know, a little bit more or something like that. But I think generally, like if you pay an artist for something and they give it to you and you pay them, that it's kind of yours to do kind of what you will with it. That's how I would understand it. But again, I'm not super.
So this book has 2 covers in my top 10 too. Battle Brick Road.
Yeah. Sensational covers, both of them. I think like with this one, like you said, the artist would be probably thrilled to have something that wasn't meant to be a cover turned into a cover because you like it that much. And then the response he got, like, you know, from the backers, again, would be really pleasing to the
This is my introduction to Rocafort.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Mine too.
Wow.
My number one. Now, let me just say that I think this one might be cheating a little bit because it's not the same size as a normal cover. You may have seen it already, but it is this Ethan Van Sciver, Kyle Ritter.
Yeah, that counts.
You had the full size the whole time, and you would make me struggle for it.
No, he wanted to have the big reveal for his number one.
Exactly. I'm not giving you the cover when you had it like 8 or whatever you want. I'm saving it for my number one. Yeah, I mean, we geeked out over this on stream with Kyle. The way he's done these flames, how there's like the Vespers in here, and it's just a sick cover. There's just so much going on. The reflections off his pauldrons, those thick blacks that EVS does so well. It's a great, great cover. I'd buy that as a poster.
And it's so hard with these top 10s. Like I said, my top 5 could be interchanged daily. Like maybe I wake up one day and like the Groken cover more than the rest, and maybe one day I like whatever cover like better than the. It just depends on my mood.
There was one cover I didn't select. You talk about honorable mentions because it wasn't a comic, but it was the warts and all cover. It was the hardcover collection.
Yeah,
which is a wraparound. I like that cover a lot, but you said comics, and I didn't include it, but I wanted to at least throw that one out there. I like that one a lot.
I mean, I think it's amazing. Greg said we've had as many good covers in a year than Marvel has had in 10 years. Whether that's true or not, it doesn't matter. The fact is, we have had some absolutely banger covers, some incredible pieces of artwork, and it just seems to keep on going. So amazing. Greg says his favorite cover is Gun Demon 1 because it's exactly what I want from a comic book, which is why I made it. There you go. It's good. What does chat have for their number ones? Where are you guys? Where's the number one votes?
They probably said like 10 minutes ago. You have to scroll up.
Yeah. Darren says Rob Willis, Replicator 3. Put your votes in, guys, for number one because I can't see it there. Yeah, where are they? Where are they?
Greg Levitre had Shinobi Sasquatch for number one.
No comment.
Replicator 3. Oh, Groken cover B. Here we go. Yeah. The Buckler. Not too familiar with that one. The Cecil Pede cover. I actually really like that cover. I think it's really well done. Cyberfrog original cover. Anyone else?
I don't know if you can have a favorite cover. Like I said, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
And the thing is, too, like, it changes when you get them in print in your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the cover, issue 2 of Replicator, the machine one with the fire and the guys burning, I thought that was all right. It was pretty good. But when I got it in hand, I'm like, this thing's amazing. And that is going to definitely happen with a lot of these covers too. Some of them will go to a whole new level.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's why I'm more comfortable because I have a lot of Rocafort stuff, and like he always delivers. So like when I see his stuff, I expect it to be just as good as it is online or on the internet as I have it on my hand. So
yeah, for me, when I got the Shinu in hand, that's when I knew how good that cover was. Like when you see it on stream, oh yeah, it's fine. Getting it in hand is very different. I'm excited about getting the Replicator 3 cover.
Yeah, me too. That's going to be great.
You got posters in your house already, Rob?
I do, yeah. I've got to show you these things.
Chair stream.
Like, I got the mailing tubes in.
Oh yeah, but to us that's standard mailing tubes, Rob.
It's massive. It is so big.
American tubes tend to be massive. Yes.
I've not seen anyone in CG do anything like the buckler. I'm kind of keen to have a look at it. I don't know. Are you guys familiar with it?
Yeah, I thought
I've seen
Bancroft
it.
would probably have it, but he didn't because it seems like something he would like.
I might have a look at a few campaigns too. Like, does Gun Demon have a sign up list yet, Greg? If it does, let us know and we'll have a look at it because it's got a really good logo. Oh yeah.
I thought
That
you would
is-
like this, Bancroft.
The quality is fine. There's just something about it that doesn't really
Resonate.
take it to top tier for me. But you're right. I do like these painted covers.
Let's have a look at Gun Demon. Oh, I do have it here.
Why aren't the kangaroos humping outside the meth lab, Bancroft?
Everything's closed. We've got windows and the blinds are down. They're being muted. I'm oppressing them.
What do you think of this?
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I really like that one.
I love the logo. It's very big. I don't know if you keep it that big. Well, would you keep it that big? Probably.
Yeah, I might shrink it down 20%, something like that. But maybe if that's the size he wants it, I wouldn't. Yeah, I'm only noticing that now that you're saying it.
It's a great cover. I love the logo.
Energy and yeah.
I can't think apart from Groken, I can't think of a better logo than that. I don't know if George or Leroi have any thoughts on the logo, or if you can think of any better logos than that. I think it's sensational.
I like the Battle Brick Road one.
Yeah, I like Cyberfrog too.
That's true. Battle Brick Road one is great. It's half of the cover Replicator. Until it prints, it can be changed. Malin thought that it was too large as well. Yeah, I mean, Malin's a smart guy. What can I say?
But is it really covering anything? Is it covering anything there, or is it like it was that always meant to be? Was that always meant to have the dress on there? Like, is there something behind there? Is that the one character's arm that's covering up?
Yeah, it is. There's an arm there. One other thing too is like I would consider removing some of the names. That's me. I like that's a lot of names to be on the cover. I know Aris Wender. He's my inker as well for Replicator 4 and 3. Billick's a colorist. Don't know who Villas is. Greg Levitre is the writer.
Darren is lucky I'm not a mod right now. Darren Wagner.
The logo should be red foil stamped. Yeah, I mean, that would be cool. I sent you the cover art to compare. All right, cool. Have a look. Let's have a look at it.
Rob, put Darren in timeout. Just put him in timeout for us all.
Well, I don't know. I want to. He's saying some smart things, isn't he? That's the cover art there.
Yeah, there is details being covered up, isn't there?
Yeah.
The composition of the cover reminds me of Battle Brick Road, Eric Weathers, with the main character falling back and shooting up at the villains.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's what I would say. I'd just question if you need to have that many names on there, because that would look actually really good if you could fit them in between the horns of the logo. I think, and yeah, maybe shrink it down. But like I said, man, I think that and Groken are probably my two favorite logos. Battle Brick Road is really good too. That's right up there. Can't think of anything else, but off the top of my head. I think that's pretty much it for the stream. There's been heaps of people watching. We've been gone for an hour and a half. So we will probably wrap it up there. George, any final words?
No. Thanks for having us.
Bancroft?
Same.
Wow. Make sure you tune into Bancroft show. It will be on in about
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
Yep.
Fantastic show as always. Who's on today, Bancroft?
Camel Moon is coming on, and we're going to talk about art theft.
What?
Will he be there for the entire show, or will he leave?
Yeah, Shane Davis is going to stream later.
What if he gets an invite from EVS at the same time?
When you say art theft, do you mean swiping, or do you mean actually stealing?
I mean, like people taking other people's art and sort of either copying it or redrawing it, or ideas and stuff like that, and just swiping. There you go.
Swiper, no swiping.
And Leroi?
Yeah, go back something.
Yeah. Links for Replicator, Kozor, and Lucent are in the description below. If you have a link for Bancroft show, chuck it in there. That'd be great. Back something like Leroi says. And thank you guys for tuning in. We'll do something next week. Something, I don't know what we'll do, but we'll do something. Everyone, have a great day. See you all later.